Hey YouTube and fellow Trekkers, Becky here with a recap and review of Star Trek Lower Decks Season 2, Episode 5, An Embarrassment of Dooplers. Now going into this episode, the title had me confused. I had no idea what a Doopler is. But starting things off, the opening scene shows Captain Freeman, Shax, Dr. Tiana, and Commander Ransom eating an awkward, uncomfortable meal. It looks to be a dinner of some sort, with a Doopler emissary, and we learn that Dooplers are a species that involuntarily duplicate as an emotional defense mechanism. The Cerritos and crew are escorting him to Starbase 25 for trade negotiations, and that's also where a command conference is happening, and there's going to be a big after party to celebrate. Mariner talks Boimler into posing as his transporter clone William in order to attend. Getting close to docking at Starbase 25, the Doopler walks onto the bridge and, caught off guard by Captain Freeman's remarks about him being emotionally fragile and thinking he's a bad guest, panics and Dooplercates himself multiple times, kind of similar to how the tribbles multiply. While there's all kinds of chaos on the bridge with the Dooplers, Mariner and Boimler transport themselves down to the station in order to attend the party, where they're dressed in white dress uniforms like the ones seen in the teaser trailer. And we see a glimpse of a storefront sign for Quarks as the two are looking for the party. And shortly after, a Tellarite dressed in a black hoodie exclaims, "Becky Mariner is on the station," as he watches the two walk by. And now Becky Mariner, that's obviously a cool name to me. And in this scene is also where we see those Data figurines from the teaser trailer as well. And we learn that they're actually a limited edition Commander Data bubble bath. Later on, Mariner and Boimler are being chased by security in the dune buggy cart they're driving in. They realize they've been set up by Malvis, a shady character from Mariner's past who's hidden illegal Klingon disruptor weapons underneath the Data bubble bath figurines. During their chase, they drive through the storefront of a Lucky Ferengi store, come across the Antidian fish people species, and end up crashing into a lake in the aviary, which houses avians, the bird-like species. And I gotta say, that entire chase scene was definitely action-packed, and I also enjoyed the humorous bits they threw into it. Mariner and Boimler eventually get to the party, but only Boimler is allowed in by security. Looking around, he sees numerous admirals and captains in their number ones, and starts feeling left out being by himself, so he leaves and meets up with Mariner, who's sitting by herself having drinks at a bar. And they later learn Captain Kirk himself and Spock once had drinks at the same bar when they were in the same situation trying to crash their party. And it was definitely cool to see their names etched into the table of the bar. Back on the Cerritos, Captain Freeman figures out a solution to contain the Dooplers, and that's by braiding them, making them recombine. She commands the crew to stop being careful around them and instead yell at them and call them names. Once they get the job done, Freeman, Shax, Dr. Tiana, and Commander Ransom think they're going to the party, but are met with the same bad news as Mariner was. They're denied entry because of where the Cerritos ranks amongst the other ships. And as a way to get back, Freeman essentially sets the Doopler up, transporting him into the party, where you guessed it, he duplicates uncontrollably, putting a damper on the prestigious party. Overall, really enjoyed this episode. I love the ending where we see Rutherford receive the Deep Space Nine model kit from Tendi, to Mariner and Boimler's names etched beside Kirk's and Spock's. It definitely had a heartwarming wrap-up for the episode, and it's probably going to rank as one of my favorites across the series and season so far. But that's going to wrap things up for this recap and review of Star Trek Lower Decks Season 2, Episode 5. As always, thank you for watching. I hope you consider liking and subscribing. And live long and prosper.